multinational companies in senior position. He has traveled to more than 14 countries. He is expert in placement, training, and aptitude skills. He has recently received Padma Shri Karma Shri Award for from HRD Ministry for training more than 40,000 participants in less than 10 years. On behalf of KLE College, once again I would like to extend a warm welcome to Rajendra Kulkarni sir and all the faculty members and students. I am sure that his interaction with sir will be valuable learning experience for all of us. With this, I invite sir to come forward and address the gathering. Thank you all.
Hello, check one thing. Thank you, Madam, for giving me yet another opportunity to come to KLE. Good morning. Good morning, sir. Breakfast ಆಯ್ತಾ? Wherever I go, we cover around 300 institutions all India, and whenever I go ask them that you all had your breakfast antandre illa antare, and the reason for me asking is we don't provide any breakfast. We give food for your thoughts, but not for your belly, right? When Madam said you need to conduct this session for the PUC, and that to a career counseling session. And I said that nowadays children are so brilliant that they don't require any counseling. In fact, they counsel teachers only. And they say that, Madam, hingalla hang madbeku anta. Well, all said and done, it will not be any counseling. It is just information which I will be cascading to you all. And I'm always very happy to be a part of this particular college. The reason is I'm a product of this KLE college. Not this, when I say KLE, it's the main college, Nijilingappa. And you know what? I'm always happy to come here. The reason is, I've got knowledge in abundance. I got a gold medal in my BSc. I did my BSc. I think these people should come here, and all those people, it's almost a 180 degrees angle. I don't want to shift my head from the other end to the one end to the other end. Can I request you to come in front, please, if you don't mind? There's going to be a lot of interaction. I will suggest you should actually take this advantage. Just a request, all those people at the corner, you should actually move to this second row. It will be easy for you to interact. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬ್ರೋ ನೀವು ಎರಡನೇ VIP ಚೇರ್ ಹಾಕಿದೀವಲ್ಲ ಬ್ರೋ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ನೀನು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಕಾಣಲ್ಲ ನನ್ನ ನೀನು ಕಾಣಿಸಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾನೇನು ಕಾಣಿಸಲ್ಲ ನೀವಿಬ್ರು ಏನಮ್ಮ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ ಕಾಣಲ್ಲ ನೀನು All the girls settle down. All the volunteers, please shift this movement. ಇವನೇನಪ್ಪ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲರನ್ನು ಎಳೆದ ಬಿಸಾಕ್ತಾನೆ. I belong to the same college. Well, wonderful. Girls, settle on. You should actually know that you should settle down fast. Come on, guys, you'll all be getting into degree courses from next year. You don't have to be handheld. Do certain things. Good. Quickly. Thank you very much. Thank you, coordinators. I was just saying that I love this particular institution or group of institution. For one good reason that I got knowledge in abundance, because we respected the teachers and teachers respected us. See, when I was sitting there, when I just moved in, already when I saw the people, I normally observe this, and I am a behavioral trainer too. Whenever somebody asks me, hello, once you're done, a teacher is ready when the students are ready. Well, you know what? When I just moved in and then I was just fixing in, I was actually looking at you all. When I was sitting there, when somebody was introducing me, I was again looking at the audience. This is my habit, you see. I learn a lot of things on behavioral traits of the audience, especially the students. So when I was informed by Kalpana Madam that I need to conduct a 3 or 4 hours of a session, and I asked her, are the students paying for this? I never do anything free of cost, whether it is this college or my own college or some of the colleges across India. I don't do anything free of cost, because anything given free of cost goes down the drain. It goes down the drain. When I conduct a session which is free of cost, I come with some kind of knowledge which I would like to share with the people. When people are not really interested to respect the Saraswati in me, I don't want to even respect them. And I see when they say audience sit here without paying me a single point, I come across 3 categories of students as my audience. The first category L, and I name them as 3 L's. 3 L's, the letter L in English. The first category L are called as leaners, who lean to the next shoulder and they are almost sleeping. Nobody likes here. You ask your professors. You go to tomorrow. You join a professional, career or a company or a corporate, and then you go sit leaning to the wall, leaning to your colleague. Your boss doesn't like it. You ask me because I spent 22 years in the corporate, right? Across the globe I have worked. Right, nobody likes. I also was not liking people who are very casual. Of late, the youngsters who are entering into the corporate world, they have this kind of an attitude. They lean to the next shoulder, or they sneak below the table. They sneak below the table. You look at yourself. Look at your own sitting posture. This is not appreciated. Even if you want to run a business, if a customer enters, you cannot sit like this. Yeah. You cannot sit, if you are having that mindset that I want to become an entrepreneur, you cannot sit like this. You girls, when you get married, you cannot sit in front of your in-laws like this. Take it from me, right? So, first category, nobody likes here. I also don't like. Second category, L, also I don't like, because these guys are called as loafers, not loafers. Indirectly I meant the same. Indirectly I meant the same. I don't like, loafers and loafers. The reason is they have a kind of a sarcastic smile on their face. You know, this sarcastic smile, I see some of these boys and some girls having this sarcastic smile. When the introduction was happening, this is a sarcastic smile. You know, what does that send out a message to the people who are knowing some behavioral things? They say that they know everything. They think that they know everything. On the contrary, they are not knowing many things. They are not knowing many things. It's just that they get some advice from their close friends or some neighbors or some seniors who are already there in the corporate world. They say that, okay, idantandre idu madabekanta. That means that they think that, they assume things. When you assume things, ASSUME, your seniors know already. We come here for training for their placement training, and we also do placement assistance. You see, and ASSUME, you all have got a book or a pen. All those people who have got a book and a pen, you can write it. And others, remember one thing: when you enter into the corporate world tomorrow, you enter your boss cabin without a notepad and a book or a scribbling pad and a pen, you will definitely face music. You will face music ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಬಯಸ್ಕೋತೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಸೊ ASSUME ಅಂತ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಲೆಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. Those people who have written, I mean, who got the book, you can write it ASSUME. Put a line after ASS, that is as. You ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಲೈನ್ ಹಾಕಿ. Me is already separated out. That means that if you start assuming that I know everything, you and me will look like an ass. ಕತ್ತೆ ತರ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. Assuming is a big, it's a disease or it is a disorder. People, as when they keep growing up by age, they think that they know everything, but it is not the case. Even me, I learned from some juniors who are experts. Even now, I attend a lot of training programs to improve myself. Though I come from that background of corporate, I still go attend because knowledge is unlimited. Knowledge is unlimited. Well, guys, these two categories, still people are talking. And I mean, ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಇದ್ರೆ ಬಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 3 hours ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ನೀನು 1 hour ತಗೋ. ಇಬ್ರು ಬರ್ರಪ್ಪ. I want to talk to you. Come. No? Okay. ಹಂಗಾದ್ರೆ ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಅಂತ ನೋಡು, when you want to entertain and become an entertainer, you look like a joker. ಅಲ್ಲ ನಿಂತಲ್ವಾ ಕುಂಬಳಕಾಯಿ ಕಳ್ಳ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ನಿನ್ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು. All right, guys. Can I? Excuse me, ma'am. Can I? Well, these two categories nobody likes here. Nobody likes the first category, second category. Nobody likes. The reason is very simple. They have a 3-letter word hanging on their head all throughout 24/7 and 365 days. And the 3-letter word is EGO. Ego ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅಹಂಕಾರ. ಅಹಂಕಾರ ಇದ್ರೆ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ಮ ನಸೀಬು. ದುರಹಂಕಾರ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ದುರಹಂಕಾರ ಇದ್ರೆ, you see, the thing is, some people have this kind of an attitude. Is the very good reason is parents have given everything which is asked for and not even asked for. Many parents have become Santa Claus. Christmas ಅಲ್ಲಿ Santa Claus ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂತ some people have this, no? But nowadays parents have given everything. Early in the morning you get some goodies next to your bed, and what has happened is your expectation have actually exceeded. There is something called as latent expectations. Latent expectation ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳದೆ ಇರೋದನ್ನ ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕರೆ. For example, you go to a shop, for a shopping mall, and then you get into a outlet, and then if you buy a particular product, and then he gives you without even asking you, without you asking any freebies. If that guy gives a freebie, that is called as a latent expectation. And what happens over a period of time when your parents start using this latent expectation, that becomes an implicit expectation. What do you mean by implicit? Mandatory expectation. Hey, idu iPhone ಹೊಸ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಕೊಡ್ಲೇಬೇಕು ನೀನು. This becomes a demand. And you see, if you think that you can demand from your parents just because they have given birth to you, you are mistaken. After some time, you come to my office, you come to my academy. I run my own academy, and most of the parents actually come and say that it is a curse for us to have such kind of students or children. And it is so pathetic to hear. Yeah, it is so pathetic that children nowadays hit parents. 10th standard normal tuition ಬರೋರು parents ಗೆ ಹೊಡಿತಾರೆ. And some guy here constantly having this smile. Maybe that guy is also the same character. See, I don't want to actually mention. I don't want to even point out that guy. But the thing is very simple here. I'm a behavioral, trainer, and I see that the characteristics in some students is directly proportionate to the characteristics of the parent. Directly proportionate. If I meet their parents, the parents are also like that. If the principal calls and then calls and sends a word to the parent, you have to actually meet the principal. Not only this college, everywhere. And the parent comes and then say, fees ಕೊಡಕ್ಕಿಲ್ವಾ ನಾವು? Fees ಕೊಡಲ್ವಾ? Attendance ಹೋದ್ರೇನು, ಕಳಿಸಿ exam ಕೊಡಿಸಿ ಅಂತ. If parent is supporting, tell me what happens to India. I will ask you whether India is a developing country or a developed country. It's a default answer. If I meet you after 50 years, if I'm if I'm alive, if I meet you again and then ask you that whether India is a developing country or a developed country, you still say that it is a developing country. For the very good reason that our behaviors, our attitude is making this country still a developing country, not a developed country. You go to Japan, you go to any of the Western countries where it is a fully developed countries, and they treat us as a third world countries. I traveled 14 countries. You see, where I go, they have actually taken the example of Slumdog Millionaire. There was a movie from there was a movie what is Kaun Banega Crorepati similar on the similar theme, and they think that everywhere there is slum. Now India is so very well off when compared to other countries, we still are treated like beggars there. And they say that, does your people know English? And this is a common set of questions I keep getting, and I always have to actually defend. They say that no, we Indians are no less than Westerners. When all said and done, I'm only interested in the last category. The last category are called as learners. Bitti barbekadre, togobekondro, Saraswati. This goddess of Lakshmi, Saraswati, is so strong that if you try to shoo away this particular, Saraswati, she will never come to you. She will never come to you. You have to actually, for this, you need to actually respect your teachers first. I request you all to give a big round of applause to your teachers first. This is not okay. ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಬಡಿಲೇ ಅಲ್ಲ ಚಪ್ಪಾಳೆ ನೋಡಿ ಅವ್ನಿಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಸಿಟ್ಟು ಟೀಚರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಕೂಲಿಂದನೂ ಸರ್ ನೋಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಹೋಗಲೇ ವೆಲ್ ಆಲ್ ಸೆಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡನ್. ಏನಪ್ಪ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಅದು ಚಳಿಗಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಸಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ನಲ್ಲ ಇವನು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಹೌ ಐ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್. ವೆಲ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಟು ಟೆಲ್ ಯು ದಟ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್, but you can actually make it simple with one powerful tool, and that is education. Education is the most powerful tool I've experienced. Personally I've experienced when I got this particular knowledge, this goddess knowledge, this goddess wealth also came to me. So remember, you are still in the second phase. That means you are second PUC, you are into commerce, all your commerce men. You are second PUC. This is the second stage. The first stage was your 10th grade, the board exam, the second board, and then comes your degree. And for that reason, I've come here telling you to tell you that what is the advantage. Some people are totally confused, or some people say that I think so. This is okay. Again, assumptions ಮೇಲೆ experiment ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ, you will actually land up into a problem where you will have to find your own solution. And it takes when you experiment, you take a long period to get into a earning career. You waste couple of years. That means that you're wasting couple of years of income here. Imagine per month 1 lakh ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. How much for a year? 2 ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ 24 lakhs ಹೋಯ್ತು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆರಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ. And during our days, after degree also, I was actually not knowing because nobody was there. Now at least you have Google Baba. Those days I never even had Google. Nobody told because nobody was aware of it, and it was not a globalized India. I'll show you some data. You will actually be shocked to know post-COVID what's going to be your career here. What's going to be your options when it comes to employment. Are PG ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ, UG ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ, ಅಥವಾ you actually want to do a business? What's the status right now? I will show you. I think you will never sleep. All those people who are really serious will never get sleep. This guy is yawning like a hippopotamus. ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಚಿತ್ರಾನ್ನ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ತಿನ್ಬಾರ್ದು. Well, guys, should I be truthful to you or should I be very very nice to you all? Boys, honored. Truthful or nice ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು. And nice ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹಿಂಗಲ್ಲ. Well, if you want to be very nice, I can talk a lot of rosy things and then I can walk off. You may feel very happy, but then truth always stings. You see, is that okay? Truth always stings. So I'll be very truthful to you. And if you have any questions, you can stop me anywhere, ask me any number of questions. I'll be in a If I have the knowledge, then I will definitely give you that particular piece of knowledge. Should I start with a game? I want three boys and three girls up on the dice, please. Hey, somebody wants to earn money today? Andre, ಒಂದ್ರಪ್ಪ ದುಡ್ಡಿದೆ ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಬರ ಮದುವೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ ಬರ I appreciate. Come on, girls. Careful with the boy. ಇದೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ನ ಜಾಬೇ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿರಲ್ಲ, ಒಳಗಡೆ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿ ಎಷ್ಟು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್. All right, so let's play a game, and the game is called as Race to 20. I want seniors not to teach your juniors. They've already played this game. Did you all like this game?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Should the boys start first or girls?
Ladies first.
Should the girls get the job first or boys? Swarthingal. Anyway, it is a very simple game called as Race to 20, right? I think, you know what, when I asked I want some 3 boys and 3 girls, immediately girls stood up. And boys later got motivated saying, oh, navel kammi anta. And you know, the very similarity which I can see in the corporate world, I think you need to remain silent, guys. You know what, when it comes to employment also, 100 employees idre keliskodra correct agi boys, 100 employees idre, sample piece, 100 employees idre 87 are females. Chapade can you imagine nowadays girls are more achiever than boys? So interesting. And I was able to do the statistics because I'm good at mathematics. And I always feel that numbers actually play a very vital role. Well, girls, are you ready? Who's ready among you three? It's very interesting. If you win, I will give you 100 rupees. Adu iralla ononsutti. Okay, I'll give you 200 rupees. I got 200 in my pocket, so I'll give you 200. Is that okay? Okay, boys, okay? Okay, this game is called as Race to 20 anta. Once you are done to talking, this is my OCD here. I don't know for what reason this OCD has come in. OCD is something obsessive compulsive disorder. If somebody is disturbing, I cannot continue because something is very important. After this, it's very important. This is a game which will actually talk about your own approach for your own life. How do you actually play a game in the life when it comes to professional career? Well, this game is called, can you come this side a little? Race to 20 is the game. All you have to do is, the numbers are from 1 to 20. Imagine this, the race to 20 is, you have to just keep calling out the numbers, but it should be in tandem, not in random. How do you understand this? Tandem andrenu, random andrenu. Random ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಬೇಕಾಬಿಟ್ಟಿ, tandem ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದಾದ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು. How many people are from English medium? Everybody, wonderful. ಈ ಆರ್ಡರ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಂತ, in the same order. 1 ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ 2 ನೇ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು, 2 ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ 3 ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ 4. Well, there is you and me will be playing. Right? What's your good name, please? Okay, take this mic. It's okay, take this mic. You have to get used to it. Work ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ first. So Nandita, you and me will be playing this game. All you have to do is either you can start, there are certain conditions, either you can start or I can start, right? So if you start, you can actually use any 2 numbers or any 1 number. For example, 1, 2 anta helbodu, illa andre bari 1 anta helbodu. You cannot directly jump to 2. It is not random, it is tandem anta helbodu. And next none turn barutte. I can say 2 and 3, or 3 and 4, or I can simply say 3. I cannot say 4. Likewise, you and me are competing each other to touch the number called 20. So if you touch the number first, it's 20, you'll get 200 rupees. Is that okay? Looks very simple. Let's play. Would you like to start or should I start? So generous. Okay. 1, 2. 5, 7, 8, 11, 13, 14, 17, 19, 20. Just come this way. Why one? Why? No, no. Simple kada. Fuse na. Fuse na. ಅದು ಕಡೆ ಸ್ಪಿರಿಟ್ ಹೌದ್ರಾ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಬೇಕು. What's your name? ಪ್ರಶಾಂತ್ ನೀನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯ ನಾನು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಾ? ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ಸರ್ ನೀವೇ. Okay, ready? 1, 2,
3, 4,
5,
6, 7,
8,
10,
11,
12, 13,
14,
15, 16,
17. I want to crush your ego. Head only. 19, 20. Thanks. 40. Before me asking, she said, I want this job. I've already got this job. All right. What she need, yeah? What she felt, you know. ನನ್ನ ಮಗ ಯಾವಾಗ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ ಗೆಲ್ತಾನೆ. All right. Would you like to start? Start.
1, 2,
3,
4, 5,
6,
7,
9,
8,
10,
11,
12,
13,
14,
15,
16, 17. 19, 20. It's a simple game, no? If you start also, how come that I am winning? And by the way, one condition is, if you win by fluke, you'll have to play again. To win this 200, no? 100 one game. ಏನು ನಾಚ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಡ, ನಾಳೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಗ ಹಿಂಗೆ ನಿಂತ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. What's a good name? Manish, would you like to start? Should I start? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 11, 13, 14, 17 ಬಂದಷ್ಟೇ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತು. 18, ನೀನ್ 18, 20 ಗುರು. What's your name? ತುಂಬಾ ಏನು ಹೊಡಿಯಲ್ಲ ನಾನು. Okay. And shall I start? So humble. Madam, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಹಂಬಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಂಡಿಡೇಟ್ಸ್ ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ. Hey, by the way, I handpick candidates when you are there in the final year. By the way, that's the information. If you join this college, when I come for the training, for your placement training, we handpick. We already have some achievers there. Okay, some achievers sitting there. We have already picked up their names, and then we work with them by the time they complete their graduation. What to? I make it ಕೇಳಿಸಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ 103 years ಈಗ. 5 ಇದು ಅರ್ಥ ರಮೇಶ್ ರೇಷ್ಮೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಹಂಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. 8, 11, 14 ಮಾತಂತೆ 17 ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ 20. ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ ನಾನು ಹೆಂಗ್ ಗೆಲ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ. Hey, by the way, has anybody tracked this particular formula for winning this game? Even numbers. ಸರಿ, ನೀನು ಈವನ್ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು, ಆಡ್ ನಂಬರ್ ತಗೊಂಡು. ನಮಗೆ ಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿ ಈವನ್ ಆಡ್ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಸರ್. ಹೇಳಿ, ನೀನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀಯ ನಾನು ನೋಡಿ ಗೆಲ್ತೀನಿ. ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ತಗೊಂಡಾಗಲ್ಲ. 1, 2, 3, 4. ನಾನು ನಿಂಗೆ 200 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಇದ್ದೀನಮ್ಮ. ಐ ಸಮ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಯು ಬ್ರದರ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್. ಓಕೆ 3 4 ಅಂದ್ಯಾ 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18. Thank you guys. This lost your 200 rupees biryani. You know what? It was a simple game, no? Correct. 17 ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ 18 ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. See, it was a simple game of race to 20, no? 1 ರಿಂದ 20 ವಿನ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ. I took 6 examples. I would have actually taken everybody's example. But the challenge is we are not able to even crack this. And the problem is we are not observant. And also if we start thinking that I was observing and somebody said that even number or odd number ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಗೆಲ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ. No, it is not possible. There are 6 stages for you to win this. You want to know this formula? 4 ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕು, ಆ 4 ಜನ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬಂದ್ರು. Do you want this formula? Tell that you're a loser, I will tell you. Madam, ಇದು ಬಿದ್ರು ಮೀಸೆ ಮಣ್ಣಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ, ನಾನು ಮೀಸೆನೇ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. If you really want to learn this, no? You see here, there are stalwarts who are sitting there at the back. ಹಿಂದ್ಗಡೆ champions ಕೂತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. There are all your final year BBA students. I want you to go request them. ಹೇಳ ಅಂತ ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ಬಿಡ್ರೋ until unless they request you, okay? Are you done? Serious? ಇದು ಹುಳ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ತಲೆ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತದೆ. All right guys. That was just an icebreaker for you to actually open up and see where you stand, guys. Look at this. There is a story which is coming up. Everybody has got. When I close this narration of the story, you will come to know where you stand. How many people have seen elephant? Foolish question. For all those people who are really confused, I got a picture. Okay. All right. I do. You see, you would have seen a tamed elephant. What do you mean by a tamed elephant? Tamed andre ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾ? English medium da? Tamed andre trained. Trained elephant. So, you know what? You would have seen a trained elephant either in a temple or in a zoo, right? Okay. I'll wait till circus is banned. You see, these tamed elephant, if you really go observe next time you go to Kerala or some South Indian temple where there is an elephant, they would have tied their hind limb, hind antandre back leg. Tamed elephant hind limb iruttala, back leg is tied with a thick metal chain. Dappa irutte sarpudi. Is tied with a thick metal chain and the other end is tied to the pole or to a tree. And if you further observe this particular animal, which is tied with a metal chain, it will be moving its leg like this. In move ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ to check and see whether the chain has loosened or it's broken so that it can actually escape and go and go to the jungle and join back its herd. Herd is what noun? What kind of a noun is this? Wonderful. It's collective noun. And the English grammar classes are very good. So this particular elephant, hey, look at this. This particular elephant is checking whether the chain is loosened or it is broken so that it goes back to the jungle, it can join its herd. But the question arises here is, why does this particular elephant is only trying and not breaking the chain? For a gigantic animal like this, once the jaw ring andre, you know what, the chain gets broken and then it can easily escape. But madaladu, it is only trying but not able to break the chain. What could be the reason? ನಮ್ಮ ಪುಟ್ಟ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಮೈಕ್ ಬೇಕು ಹೇಳು
ಸರ್ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಮರಿ ಇರೋ
ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳು It's okay. You're from English medium, no? That's okay. Try it out. ಏನಕ್ಕಂತಂದ್ರೆ you'll be getting to a professional career from next year onwards. ನಾಳೆ ಜಾಬ್ ಹೋದಾಗ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ವಾಟಾಳ್ ನಾಗರಾಜ್ ನನ್ನ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡು ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕಳಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ಹೇಳಮ್ಮ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡು ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಎಷ್ಟಾರ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಮಾತಾಡು ಹೋಗ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ನಡ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಹಾ ಹೇಳಪ್ಪ
because the trainer tied from small elephant
when it is a baby
baby, so it's try to
tries to
try to
break the
escape,
chain. Yeah.
break the chain and escape, but
It's not
it is possible. So it's like
ನೀನ್ ಲೇಸ್ ಕಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಲೇಸ್ ಹಾಕೋ ಇಲ್ಲ ಬೀಳ್ತೀನಿ good one. You see what's in India? See, Prashant is partially correct. He said that when the Mahut is the trainer, no? When the Mahut, brings an elephant, he brings a baby elephant. Not baby elephant in English is called as. ದೊಡ್ಡದಾಗಿದ್ರೆ big elephant. ಇವಾಗ ನಗು ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಹೆಂಗೋ I want to say something guys. ಇವಾಗ ನಗು ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ನಾಳೆ ನೀವು ಇದೇ ತರ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ನ ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ 10 ಜನ ಅಲ್ಲ ಇಡೀ ಆಫೀಸ್ ನಗತ್ತದ baby elephant is called as calf, right? So when they bring a calf and not a grown up elephant, because if they bring a grown up elephant can actually train the Mahut, you see. So what happens is this guy ties the thick metal chain when it is a baby elephant, and then this baby elephant is away from its herd, and it tries all its efforts, but for 7 days this particular baby elephant, Prashant idon tallali idko, for 7 days this baby elephant is not fed with water nor food. So it will try for 3-4 days, and then it is it feels that it is very hard to break, it is in vain. So on 7th day it gives up because it would have lost all the strength, and then Mahut understands that it can actually listen to me whatever I say, and then slowly after 7th day he starts giving liquid diet, and then start giving solid diet. Ultimately what happens is this particular elephant, when it grows to a gigantic animal, it still has got this mindset that this chain is stronger than me. This chain is stronger than me, and this kind of a mindset is called as conditioning of mind. Most of the kids who are seated here now always feel that this is difficult. If I take up that may be easy. It is again a mindset. We have actually chained our we have tied a virtual chain to our mind, saying that this is difficult, this is easy, and if I take up science it is difficult, commerce is easy. Nothing is easy, nothing is tough until unless you practice. See, I scored 100 out of 100 in mathematics all throughout my life. Even in my masters I scored 100 out of 100, and statistics wherever I had 100 out of 100. And somebody asked me, how the heck you can actually score 100? I said that the 100 was kept for me, and I don't give any discount. And that 100 is also kept for you. In any subject, if you want to really create a history saying that I am an achiever, I think you should achieve right from your 12th standard. There are a lot of benefits here. There are a lot of benefits down the line. You get a lot of scholarship. You get a lot of preferences of choosing a college, choosing a course. A lot of things which will come along with this kind of an education. I told you, right, when you win the heart of Goddess Saraswati, then she will bring along with her Goddess Lakshmi. Goddess Lakshmi will not simply come until unless you have one or the other skills. Right? All said and done, that there is some important data dates back to 2019, which when everything was normal. ಇದನ್ನ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ರಿ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. 2019 when the COVID had not entered India, and it was treated as a normal year, there's something very interesting thing was happening. I have been tracking this for past 15 years. In India, I was tracking this. I was working in the US for 9.5 years. I came back. I started feeling that there are a lot of jobs available, but not many people are getting into a jobs. What could be the reason? Then I started collecting some data. This statistics includes only technical and non-technical. And you know what? Very interestingly, I will give you some information a little later when it comes to the real career counseling. So this 2019, every year, more than 1 crore student graduate. That girl is sleeping. Are you sleeping, ma'am, with the mask? Right. You have to listen, guys. I don't know. You have to. The reason is very simple. Whether you want it or not, this will actually bother you tomorrow. 2019, 1 crore 10 lakh people had got a degree certificate in their hand. 1 crore 10 lakh. You see? And you know what? All throughout this 15 years, I saw that it was more than 1 crore people coming out with a degree certificate in their hand. That means no backlogs. Degree certificate. And out of this, in 2019, we pulled out 10 lakhs and then rounded up to 1 crore. 1 koti round up ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. 1 ಕೋಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ we asked the experts what was the employable percentage in that particular year. What was the employable percentage? ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1 ಕೋಟಿ ಜನಕ್ಕೆ 10%, 20%, 30, 40, 100% ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1 ಕೋಟಿ ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಂಡಿಡೇಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ they got a job ಅಂತ. But can you do a wild guess? Some of you tell me how much could be the percentage out of 1 crore getting a job? When everything was normal, India ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು? 18 ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಕೆಟ್ಟ ಪರ್ಫಾರ್ಮೆನ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ದು. 18, 15, 60. If 60 or 15 ತನಕ ಬಂದ್ರು, India is going to become, India is treated as #1 country when it comes to employment sector. When it comes to employment, 15% is #1 in the world ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತದ. You see, you'll be really shocked to know that it is less than 5%. Less than 5% ಅಂದ್ರೆ I want to tell you the precise number, 3.98%. ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಕೆಲವರಿಗೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. They think that my father has got a lot of money. I tell you what's going to happen for that money when you don't value that money. ನೋಡ್ರಿ, 3.98% ಅಂದ್ರೆ 4% ಕಂಡ್ರೋ. 4% to 1 crore ಮೇಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟು? ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? 4 lakhs. Wonderful. All those people who are not able to calculate the percentage in the competitive exams, you go to an interview, there is going to be a test, and you're not allowed to use a calculator. Any competitive exams, CAT, SAT, MAT, LSAT, CLAT, you take up any UPSC, KPSC exam, you take up interviews. When you go to a corporate interview, initial aptitude test, calculator kodala. ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರೋ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ. I will tell you little later. I had an argument I was a part of the Bangalore University advisory board, and then there was a rift between the academicians who were designing the curriculum, and we are from the corporate world, and there was a rift asking you allow them right from their PUC first year to degree to use calculator even in exam. During the degree exam, you allow them to use the calculator. Why the heck then, in the competitive exams, you actually confiscate their electronic gadgets and calculators? Why are you not allowing in the academy? Or you should actually continue with that practice of right from school days till the degree not to use any calculator. Or do one thing, advise the central board saying that allow them to use a calculator during the aptitude test. Not possible. You cannot give a reason. I'm accustomed to calculators. They won't buy your point. They'll say that hell with you. You are supposed, this is a competitive world, and this is how we do screening. We want to filter people who are not really intelligent. So they want to filter out. So in that case, you should know how to actually calculate. So when you come here, when you are in the final year, or when you join this institution for the degree course tomorrow, for example, from the first semester itself, we will actually train you how to use, how to do calculations without using a calculator. And that's one more benefit which I'm supposed to tell you at the end. But madam has actually told me that this is the benefit. There are a lot of things how to improve your communication skills, especially English. Right from the semester one, we thought that it should not be happening only in the final year. It should happen right from your first semester, so that you are well equipped in the first year itself to grab an opportunity in the corporate world. Or you want to actually crack competitive exams, I think you should actually try that by joining this particular college again. So guys, I was just saying this 4 lakhs. Some people said, oh, and some of you would have thought, I think 2019 alli aston jobs irlikilla. Who said? Alone in Bangalore, guys, alone in Bangalore, there are around 25,000 plus companies who have got the base here. Multinational, international, domestic company. We deal with around 100, 120 companies, and then you know what? We are not even touching 10% of that. Not even touching 10%. Imagine ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಕಂಪನಿ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಜಾಬ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಅಲೋನ್ ಇನ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್, ಆಲ್ ಓವರ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ more than 1 crore candidates are required for all the streams. All the streams nowadays, humanities, that is arts, BBA. You take up commerce. You take up, if somebody wants to take up something else, they want to do a diploma course. Even for that, there is an opportunity. Again, the packages differ from the kind of a course which you opt for, but opportunities are available. That means jobs are available everywhere. Guys, at this point of time, I remember one of the lines from Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He says that it is not the question of employment in India, but it is the question of employability. English ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನೋಡಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳಿದೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಪಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಯೋಗ್ಯತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಥವಾ ಅರ್ಹತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. That means that they don't have the right skill sets. ಬರೀ academic knowledge ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಬಂದ್ರೆ, this is one of the basic expectation. Marks is required. Minimum 7 CGPA. 7 CGPA ಕಿಂತ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ. You see, one of the reasons here, first reason, low scores in exams. Guys, you must be knowing that 10th, for our top-notch company, 10th, 12th, and then the degree, all the three, they are looking at 70%. 70%. So if your 10th is already knocked off, 12th it is in your hands, and then the degree is going to come in the future. That means that you should keep in mind that anything less than a 7 CGPA, or if it is in percentage 70%, you will not get a job. If I'm scaring you today morning, I'm scaring you for your good. If you take it, it is good for you. If you leave it, I think it is bad for your parents. You're going to hang on to your parents again, right? And if you think that you want to actually degree and I will take up MBA, I've already sent out a message to your seniors. I will also reiterate the same thing now. Look at this. One of the reasons not getting a job is low scores in exams. So academics plays a very vital role. That is the preliminary filtration. ನಿಮಗೆ 70% ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ್ದಾರ ಕಂಪನಿ ವಾಕ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರ ಅಂತ ಕಡೆ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಫಿಲ್ಟರ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀರ. ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿ ಗಾರ್ಡ್ ನೋಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಸಾರಿ we don't have any vacancy, modestly ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮನೆ ಕಳಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾನೆ. So remember, if you are not even putting any efforts even now, it is almost at the fag end of the year, alla yavide exam March. Pull up your socks, burn the midnight lamp, ensure that you get 70% in PUC guys. ನಿಮಗೆ ಇವಾಗ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ you go from one door to another door knocking for a job, you'll remember this crack. You'll remember this crack, Raj, and you will say that, oh my goodness, ಅವನು ಅವಾಗೆ ಬಂದು ಹೇಳ್ದ ಮರ್ಯ 1 hour ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ 70% ಕರ ಬಿದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಅವರ್ ಸಿಗೋದು. ವೆದರ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ದಿ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ರಿ. ಇದು ಗೇಟ್ ಹತ್ರನೇ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವ್ರು ಈಚೆ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ರೆ you will feel frustrated. Some people, you come to my office, every day around 50-60 people, graduates, they come and they start sobbing ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಬಿಕ್ಕಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಏನಪ್ಪಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಇಲ್ಲ, MBA ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಕೆಲಸ ಇಲ್ಲ. They think that keep on adding graduations, degree certificates to get a job. Who the heck has told them? I'm really wondering. I want to boot those guys when they say that you do these things and you get. Who has told them? Nobody knows But I don't know. But the thing is, people are not catching the right messages. What the country requires, what the corporate requires, it is not getting aligned with the thoughts of the students. They go listen to the friends. Friends are not your counselors. Friends are not your counselors, guys. I'm just a facilitator. I'm not even a counselor. I can actually show a road to success. But if you're saying that I will sleep on that road, let the success fall on me, no, it's not going to happen. Some people actually start walking on that particular road to success, thinking that let the success come to me. It will not happen. All you have to do is run and then grab that particular success, right? So, guys, one another reason for not getting a job is English. I want to tell you, give out information. Till my 10th standard, I studied in Kannada medium. But my father always used to tell me, if you really want to earn your bread, butter, and jam, learn English. We started collecting words. We started knowing the meaning of those words. We started actually understanding what's the grammar of that particular word. And we should know also how to frame a sentence. By the time when we completed our degree, this particular English what we gathered, which I really don't like English. Honestly speaking, I don't like English. You know why? English came from whom? Britishers. And I don't like Britishers. You know why? They kicked us left, right, and center for more than 200 years. But it is inevitable for us to learn English because English can give you bread, butter, and jam. And this English took me to 14 countries. I was in US as a trainer on risk management. It's a field, new field, which you can actually also take up. A lot of demand, less people getting certified on those risk management. And then when I went there as a trainer, I always felt that they were also doubting that whether I speak their language or not. So in fact, we Indians are brilliant here. If you decide, everything starts in your mind, ends in your mind. Now, we Indians are very strong, and that's the reason most of the things get outsourced to India, especially to Asian countries, but more to India. A very good reason that Britishers ruled our country for 200 years, and they know very well. The Western countries know that these guys speak good English because most of the schooling is done in English. So I'm only saying that if somebody is speaking in English, I insisted him to Prashant to speak in English. The reason is very simple. You don't practice here, you will not even practice there outside. What happens here, it happens everywhere. It happens everywhere, guys. So one another reason is communication skill. You know what? 90% of them fail in the written test. ಏನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರಾಮರ್ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ, ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಪೀಚ್, ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್, ಟೆನ್ಸಸ್, ಕಾಂಪ್ರಹೆನ್ಷನ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್. ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಯಾರಾಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕಾಂಪ್ರಹೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಅಂತಾರೆ. And if you are not able to clear, you will not go to the next round. The next round is aptitude skills. 90% of them fail in aptitude because they don't know to do a calculation, simple calculation. They cannot calculate without a calculator. So I'm telling you and warning you also, start using wherever it is not required to use a calculator, start using your brain. So that brain should not get converted to a kidney tomorrow. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದಾಗ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟರ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡದೇ ಇದ್ರೆ ಯು ಬಿಕಮ್ ಸೋ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡಿಕ್ಯಾಪ್ ದಟ್ you will actually do a multiple choice ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ. You do a calculation of working section, but you have to choose any out of four, any one option. Then you will do inky pinky monkey. You will get one monkey only. Competitive exams ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. First they start doing, and then they see when the time is ticking off, and they say that, oh my goodness, I think I should stop and then do this inky pinky monkey. So guys, aptitude 90% of fail ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ, so they don't get a job. The next one, 90% of them lack computer skills. You are commerce students, you will further take up certain courses which is aligned to this commerce, but you see computers is the need of the hour. One test ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, Excel test. Excel, I think from QC itself, I think from tomorrow itself, you start learning Excel, basic Excel. I think you will all be doing well in your life. You want to start your own business, I think you should actually know computers, and that too not any software language, but at least Excel is still one of the best tool Microsoft has ever developed. Excel is something where when you get into an organization, they don't want you to train you on Excel, so I think you should learn Excel right from today. And then 80% of them lack memory skills. ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ, BCom ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ, BBA ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಅಥವಾ any other course you have taken up, and then you have learned certain concepts in BBA, and then when they go for an interview, they ask you some fundamentals, and you are not able to recall, then they say that you are useless, because when you cannot recall whatever you studied for 3 years, I think you are not eligible for working in our organization, because you will also not remember how to actually use the standard operating procedure. So all these things are one of the major reasons. So the corporate sector, one another major reason was there, I missed out, and that reason is attitude. Attitude. Basically, people have a wrong attitude, very bad attitude towards the seniors, and the seniors don't like that. That means your bosses don't like, and they have thrown them away. So all these reasons, the corporate sector feels that the students, especially the candidates, are short of their expectations. That means 96 lakh candidates in 2019 were declared as useless. Useless ಅಂತ ವರ್ಡ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಎಷ್ಟೋ ಕಂಪನಿಯವರು. Don't send useless candidates. They have actually, we do a free service. We don't take a single rupee when we refer any candidate ಅಲ್ಲ. ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕ್ಯಾಂಡಿಡೇಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ₹1 ಅವನ ಹತ್ರ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ, and ₹1 ಕಾರ್ಪೊರೇಟ್ ಇಂದ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಲ್ಲ. And especially for KLE, we do go one step more or one mile more in helping these guys who are eligible. I'm putting in parenthesis in the quote, I help only those people who help themselves to learn. ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದು, ಬಟ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ರೆಫರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಹಾಳಾಗುತ್ತೆ, KLE ಬ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಹಾಳಾಗುತ್ತೆ. So remember guys, these are all the reasons why everybody and anybody will not get a job. Look at this article which came in the paper. It said that bad hiring bleeds Desi company to a tune of around 2,460 crore rupees. Idu national wage. 1 year ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಫಾರ್ ರಾಂಗ್ ಹೈರಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ you saw the previous slide, most of the skills were missing. When they pay the candidates or when they appoint them, they pay them salary, and in 1 or 2 months they come to know that these guys are useless. They have thrown them, and you know what, for you to actually not to face that kind of a situation, I think you should get trained right from the beginning itself. So I have this, I quote this because this is one of my superstar from my academy. His name is Yan Chu Kumar. He was a newspaper boy. Just newspaper ಹಾಕೋನು ನಮ್ಮ ಅಕಾಡೆಮಿಕ್ ಬಂದ fourth year engineering ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದ, and he is from BIT, Bangalore Institute of Technology. He was a newspaper boy. ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗೆ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಹಾಕ್ತಿದ್ದ. ಅವ್ರ ಅಪ್ಪ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಡೈಲಿ ವೇಜ್ ವರ್ಕರ್, ಬಸವೇಶ್ವರ ನಗರದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಿರಾಣಿ ಅಂಗಡಿಗೆಲ್ಲ he used to actually unload all the logistics part. And then this guy came to me and said, sir, ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಮೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಸರ್. I said, come in the evening. And this guy came to me in the evening and he said, sir, ನಾನು almost ಮುಗಿತಾ ಇದೆ. He had already won 3 gold medals from VTU, and this guy was interested to take up a post-graduation course. I said, oh, would you be interested in a technical course or a non-technical course? Then this guy said, sir, ನನಗೆ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ಬೇಡ ಸರ್, ನಾನು ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ. Then he was not knowing what is IIM. What is meant by, MBA ಗೊತ್ತಿತ್ತು, but he said that I want to do this MBA. But I said that if you really want to get into MBA, I suggest you have to get into a competitive exam called as CAT. CAT is Common Admission Test. Now, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಟಾಪ್ percentage ಬಂದ್ರೆ you will be chosen for any of the top 3 IIMs. There are around 10 to 12 IIMs. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ A, B, C ಅಷ್ಟೇ ರೆಕಮೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. A is Ahmedabad, B is Bangalore, C is Calcutta. Okay, am I boring you guys? Why some people are snoring? Okay, Ahmedabad, Bangalore and Calcutta. So this guy came to us for 4 months, rigorous training. We did not take a single rupee from this guy, knowing that his father is just a daily wage worker. This guy did extremely well, cleared his CAT with top percentile, and then got into IIM Calcutta. Now this guy's father came to us. He did not, he got an admission ticket, but then he was supposed to pay the fees, right? So this guy did not have the money. So his father came. He was so furious. He came and said, sir, ನೀವೇನೋ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರಿ, ಇವಾಗ ಫೀಸ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಕಟ್ತಾನೆ? Those days it was 12.5 lakhs. 12.5 lakhs was the fees, Now in IIM, if you want to actually do your MBA, it is 25 lakhs. 25 lakhs fees ಇದೆ. It's a government public, I mean it's a central government run institution, it's an organization, right? So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇವಾಗ ಇವರಪ್ಪ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನನ್ನ ಮುಂದೆ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡ. You see, are you listening? Yeah, you know, this guy's father came to me and said, you know sir, ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ರಲ್ಲ ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಾ ಫೀಸು ಅಂತ. ನೀವೇನೋ ಮೋಟಿವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರಿ, ನಾವು ಹುಮ್ಮಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇವನಿಗೆ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ದು, ಇವಾಗ ಯಾನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ ಫೀಸು. ಈಗ ಮನೇಲಿ ಅವ್ನು ಅಳ್ತಾ ಕೂತಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ನನ್ಗೆ ಬೇಕೇ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ದಿನ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 200 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಸಿಗಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಗೈ, ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಮೈ ಸ್ಟಾಫ್, ಗೆಟ್ ಕಾಫಿ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ಗೈ ಅಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ let him cool down. Then I said, ನೀನು ಯಾಕಪ್ಪ, ನಾವೇನೋ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. So I am a part of this Rotary. So I went to the Rotary Club and then presented this case study. This guy gave a presentation as to how he cleared, what is his intention in future, what's the goal plan. Oh, wonderful, yeah. Kannada medium student, Kannada medium student. He gave a presentation in English, and this guy, every Rotarian were really flabbergasted, and they said that okay, we going to help this guy. 12.5 lakhs. We would actually help this guy. We'll all contribute for his fees. And then suddenly one Rotarian stood up and said, "Yaar invest madangilla illi. Nobody will invest." And then I got really furious, and then I said, "Sir, why are you actually disturbing others when they are ready?" And then I had actually decided that I will contribute because God has given me everything, so I will definitely help this guy. And he meant that nobody should help means, he said that, I meant that nobody should invest means only I should invest. He's a business tycoon, and that guy manufactures all components for the defense, DRDO, ಮತ್ತೆ HAL defense forces ಗೆಲ್ಲ components manufacture ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. So this guy said, I will invest completely on this guy. And then he went ahead and then said, I can even adopt this guy. I can adopt this guy. The reason why he said is his son is a useless guy. He is into all kinds of addicts. Ella tarada addicts ide, and this guy is not an achiever. He said that it's a curse for me. He also told it is a curse for me to have a child a son like this. Instead of that, you see, this guy is a newspaper boy. I mean, he can be an achiever. Why not I adopt him? But the father said, no, I cannot give this guy. But if you can help through your fees, I'll be grateful. You know what? We spoke to the Rotary Club in Calcutta, and then they spoke to IIM Calcutta, reduced the fees to 7.5 lakhs. 12.5 in the 7.5 lakhs. The entire 7.5 lakhs was contributed by my friend Rotarian, and then this guy did not give the reason that he's moving from Kannada medium to English medium, and he did not give the reason that it is somebody's money. He did extremely well. He ate half the brains of the professors there, became a topper. He again came on the newspaper. N. Shivkumar featured on the newspaper. Look, all these people who think that you are an achiever. Look at this guy from a Kannada medium was able to crack IIM, CAT, and then he made through with a lot of interviews, and then got a lot of offer letters. But he chose one of the German company as a deputy country head for a salary of 1.1 crore. So 1 ಕೋಟಿ 10 ಲಕ್ಷ. Can we have a round of applause for this guy? N. Shivkumar is now a country head, not even a deputy country head. So this guy has got his own bungalow. He's got a bungalow in nearby to Sarjapur, and his father is no more a daily wage worker. Is this a break time? Hey, do you want to meet this guy? Yeah. There's one condition. The condition is, if you continue with this college, we have this offer. Oh, hello. I'm just kidding. If you really want to meet this guy, it's very, very hard to get these people. There are thousands of people who got trained by our academy, from our academy, but the challenge is only 63 are superstars for me. 63 jana ashtane. See, I personally have trained 40,000 people plus, and I found that only 63 has made to the top. So the problem is either with us or with the students. So this guy, sometimes he comes on, earlier he used to come on Skype. Now that Facebook, WhatsApp video, when this guy speaks in English, I sometimes fumble. Nane todultine. The reason is this guy is somewhere on the cloud nine and he is an achiever. See, if a simple question is posed at you all, would you like to be a winner or a loser? What's the default answer? Winner. My guru, my mentor, who's written a book called as You Can Win. If you grab that particular book from your library, or if you go to a video, a YouTube video, and type in You Can Win or the author Shiv Khera, you will come to know that he has got a beautiful punchline. He says that winners don't do different things, they do things differently. Winners don't do different things, they do things differently. And these are the guys who actually, you also study the same thing. The other guy also studied the same thing in the same class, but that guy is topper. The reason is methodologies we're using to learn that particular concept may be in a different way. Same concept, but learning in a different way. So guys, one big round of applause to Yan Shiv. There's a small truth to make your life 100%. There's a small truth to make your life 100%. How many letters are there in English alphabet? 26. For all those people who have forgotten, this is there on the screen. If A is equal to 1, Z or Z is equal to 26. There are a couple of words. When you spell those words in English, and then put the number according to the spelling or the letters, and then add it up, it will sum up to 100. Example, you take this one, somebody says hard work. Along with hard work, your life is not going to become 100%. Not right, 98%. And you take up this one, knowledge. Alone with knowledge, your life is not going to become 100%. It's starting at 96. So what are those two words which I'm looking at? Yavar word. And what are the words which I say, no, that is not the word. You have to go back home and then, put it on a book and then see whether that will sum up to 100. What are those two words which I'm looking at? Attitude is okay, wonderful. Attitude is correct. Attitude under ನಿಮ್ಮ ನಡವಳಿಕೆ. Look at yourself and then see what is good. Attitude. Success balla. And from the beginning I've been following, I'm harping on that particular word. Absolutely. Did you say that? Wonderful. I think give a round of applause to these guys. Discipline, mate, attitude. If you see, both these words will actually sum up to 100. It's a simple scenario in English, but look, that scenario is actually sending out a philosophical message. Some people have gone behind this. Lakko, lakkitre pass agtinamma. Nodri 47 silver. And as my friend rightly said, not money. Some people say, "Nam apna hatra eಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಆಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ?" Leadership. Somebody say about leadership quality. Along with leadership quality, life is not 100%. As he rightly said, what's your name, dear? Arman. Arman says that it is attitude, and attitude sums up to 100. When I heard it for the first time, I also saw that there are two kinds of attitude. One is positive attitude. The other one is Yerdu Barde. I wrote both the phrases, and then I thought which one will win now. I wrote positive attitude and negative attitude. Positive attitude won over negative attitude. If at all you're sitting here, it is your luck here. Those days we never even had an auditorium in KLE like this. Even Sabangana anta madidara, and classroom agita. It was an ordinary classroom, but none of the guest lectures used to come. So because we had one of the best faculties those days. Even now this continues. The history continues with this KLE, especially when I see the degree professors. They're all very knowledgeable. I think you should actually encash that particular knowledge. So there's one more word which he said is discipline. What's your name, dear? Nanesh. Nanesh says that it is discipline. Not any discipline correct agilla antandre, it is going to be a problem. They say that with a good attitude and a good discipline, you can change your life. Got this famous personality called as George Bernard Shaw. Progress is impossible without change, and those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything in their life. So change is always constant. ನೀವು ಹಿಂಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ನಾಳೆ if I come and meet you, you would have actually changed, mentally, physically, intellectually, right? So look at this. You should never give up. With this, should I take a break or I have a video coming up? After you come back, I have a video for you all. So please to come back. 10 minutes only. Thank you.